Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
All right, you all know it's been kind of a rainy week, and Jeff is here to let us know if this is going to stick around through the weekend. Jeff?
Well, Tori, we are keeping an eye on the rain chances, obviously, heading into the weekend. It's a little bit more of a concern and an issue if we're going to have wet weather impacting a lot of you when you are spending some time off. Rain coverage over the next 48 hours kind of looking like this. I'm not expecting this evening will be as wet as what we had yesterday evening, but there's still going to be some isolated spots of wet weather around through some of the evening hours. We may get another uptick in some rain activity overnight tonight on into tomorrow morning, so some of you, again, will likely wake up to some rainfall. Be sure to check in with Grace to see how that impacts the morning commute. Otherwise, we will see an increase with shower and thunderstorm activity towards late morning and into early tomorrow afternoon. Perhaps a little widespread at times through part of the day on your Friday before those rain chances do trail off a bit heading on into the evening hours. Right now, Way 31 Triple Doppler showing most of the activity is west of I-65. We did have some rain that hung on a little bit longer into the afternoon here in the northeast corner of the state. That's now moved towards Chattanooga, but it has kind of stabilized the atmosphere just a little bit. So that's why we don't really have much showing up here across areas of Sand Mountain. Out to the west, though, where we were able to warm up and recover from some early day rainfall, showers and storms have flared back up here in the northwest corner of the state. Again, around Moulton, still raining heavily. That's why we have the flash flood warning there. Also seeing some heavy downpours back towards Muscle Shoals and Florence right now. Again, primarily west of I-65. Latest here with Future Radar, kind of picking up on it a little bit, showing that cluster and more widespread rainfall near Chattanooga, showing the more scattered activity west of I-65. A little off on the details, and I mean, I'll be completely honest and transparent with you. Future Radar's not going to nail the exact details in terms of time or placement of rainfall. We're in a pattern where the showers and thunderstorms are just kind of random in where they pop up and track on through. So it's just not going to be able to pinpoint exactly how things are going to transpire down to the precise detail. But what it does is shows us the general trend. So let's put it into motion. See what happens, and you can see the trend into the evening hours. The rain that we have out here towards the shoals will go away. There may be some additional development from some activity more down into central Alabama that could make it into Sand Mountain a little bit later on into the evening hours. But then we do expect a bit of a lull as we take you towards midnight. Now, by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, again, some spots of rainfall. Don't necessarily focus on where it exactly is showing up, as it could be a little displaced from where it is currently being indicated by Future Radar. But once again, like this morning, like yesterday morning, like the morning before, there will be some spots of wet weather out the door for the commute. A little bit of a lull in the activity late morning, and then we flare things back up, perhaps in dramatic fashion tomorrow afternoon. Future Radar is suggesting some widespread development of showers and thunderstorms, so it is looking a little wetter for your Friday afternoon than your Thursday afternoon is turning on out. This activity will push through during the mid to late afternoon hours, and then perhaps we get a break into the evening, although you do notice we don't completely see the rain dry up, so we'll hold on to some wet weather, just a little bit less heading into Friday evening and Friday night. Storm threats tomorrow about like they were today. Again, severe weather does not look to be a concern, at least what we consider the exact definition of severe weather, which would be hail larger than an inch, winds up to 59 miles per hour or higher, and of course a tornado potential. We don't have that to worry about, but winds up to 40 possible, heavy rain that's likely, leading to some isolated flooding, and there will be some frequent lightning out of some of the stronger thunderstorms once again tomorrow. Again, a few spots of rain overnight tonight, otherwise mostly cloudy, down to 65 for the low. Tomorrow, your day planner showing some early day wet weather, maybe a lull around mid-morning, and then the chances start to pick back up again towards lunchtime and through the afternoon hours. Temperatures will be stuck in a narrow range, going from the mid-60s to maybe the mid-70s for your highs. We'll look for more scattered rain and storms, and about 76 for that high on your Friday with a light southeast breeze. Way 31 Storm Tracker 10-day looking like this. We're still anticipating that the rain activity will trail down over the weekend, but not completely disappear. There is going to be a weak cold front coming on through, really no chilly air behind it, but it'll bring in some drier air over the course of the weekend. As that boundary moves through Saturday, the focus for a little more shower thunderstorm activity. And then by Sunday and even Monday, I think most of that threat for rain will start to settle a little bit south of our area, but we'll keep a low wind chance going at that point in time. Temperatures a little bit warmer for early next week, in the mid-80s for your highs. Otherwise, we will be tracking, it looks like, more unsettled weather coming up around the middle to latter part of next week as we head on into the early part of May.
Hopefully we don't get in that pattern. That's what we've talked about. We
Yeah.
don't want the weekends to...
We do not, and we'll see how things go. At least this weekend's not going to be a total washout.
Yes.
Even if we get some rainfall, it's not going to be raining from start to finish, either Saturday or Sunday.
I'm sure Panoply is happy about that
Yes,
too.
definitely.